Hello dear learners, welcome to our learning session. In previous learning session, we have already learnt about weather and climate and difference between weather and climate. Today we are going to get more information about climate. But before we start our topic, let us go through few news headlines. You might have heard about heavy snowfall in Shimla, Kullu and Kufri. And when rain prediction comes, Mumbai remains in limelight. Every year Mumbai is receiving heavy rainfall. And Telangana is also battered by heavy rainfall every year. And when we talk about Rajasthan and some places of Gujarat, they are receiving very little rainfall every year. Why do we have this climatic diversity? There must be some reason, right? When we talk about summer season, Delhi is having scorching heat during summer season, whereas hill stations like Shimla, Kullu, Manali are having very pleasant climate. Why do are having this climatic diversity? Well, India is having tropical monsoon climate. There are some regional variation in this climate. Especially north part of India, that is interior part of India, is having continental climate. What do we mean by continental climate? That means the place is receiving very hot summers and cold winters. You can see in this picture, Rajasthan is having hot and dry climate, whereas Goa is having pleasant atmosphere throughout the year and Delhi is having foggy winters. And when we talk about Siachen, it is the coldest place of India. Why we are having this diversity? There are number of factors that is affecting the climate of particular place. What are these factors? Let us go through this. The first one is latitude. The place is located closer to the equator, it will have very hot climate. Why? Because equator receives direct sunlight from the sun. That's why the places which are closer to the equator, they are having very hot climate, whereas the places that are located far away from the equator are having very cold climate, like North Pole and South Pole. They are having very cold climate as they are located far from equator. The second is altitude. What do we mean by altitude? Elevation or height. If the place is located in hilly areas, it will have cool atmosphere and lower lying areas are having hot atmosphere. That is why we are visiting hill stations during summer season to experience cool atmosphere, right? Then comes distance from the sea. If the place is located closer to the sea, it will have pleasant climate or moderate climate. For example, Goa is having pleasant climate throughout the year, whereas Delhi is having hot summers and cold winters because it is located far from the sea. Then comes direction of the wind. If the wind is blowing from the hot region, it will make the place hot. And if the wind is blowing from cold region, it will make the place cold. So, direction of the wind is also an important factor that is affecting climate of a particular place. So, let's revise all the four factors affecting climate. The first was latitude, second was altitude, then distance from the sea and direction of the wind. Now, let us go through seasons we experience in India. Basically, we are experiencing 4 seasons in India: summer, rainy season, retreating monsoon and winter season. The first comes summer season. Duration of this season is March to May month. During this season, we experience very hot climate. Then what is the pleasant thing about summer season? Yes, yummy and juicy mangoes. We enjoy eating mangoes throughout the season. And after eating lots of mangoes, the time comes to jump into the puddles. Yes, we enjoy rainy season a lot, right? The duration of this season is June to September month, right? During this season, most of the parts of India are receiving rainfall. Well, during this season only, if we can say, southwest part of India is receiving rainfall. Whereas during retreating monsoon, southwest part of India is receiving very little rainfall and southeast part of India is receiving heavy rainfall. Then comes cold winters. Yes, duration of this season is December to February. During this season, we experience very cold climate. Okay, so we have learned in this session factors affecting climate and season we experience in India. It's time to say goodbye. Thank you.